Okay, hello. Now I see that you're fighting of who's the first one to get in here. That's good. Welcome. I'm happy to have you here. Please remember to say hello present so I know who are available to answer a couple of questions. Um, Today we will continue with our unit of business marketing. And I hope, let's see if we can finish it today, depending on the timing, okay? Thank you for your presence, and let us start. Here are, if we could do a super fast recap of what we've done so far last class. We discussed about business versus consumer markets, and then we dive into the 7 major categories of products. Whenever we go to the 7 categories of products, we can see, and remember we saw the example of Google that I invented, that were some major categories of products, of Google products that they buy or Google sells these type of products, just to grasp the concept. So we said that B2B market buys and sells business products, we generally fall into this category. So number one, with the business example, we would say number one, major equipment. Major equipment are capital goods such as large or expensive machines, generators, airplanes, buildings, etc. And the example was this major equipment. We had Google example as their servers that support the whole connection of the earth. We know this, right? So this is super huge equipment. Then we had number two, accessory equipment. Goods such as portable tools, office equipment that are less expensive, shorter lived, they live shorter than major equipment, which are, in this example, all the accessories that we can have them, notebooks, mouses, desks, etc. Okay. Number three, the raw materials. We know this concept already. Everything that we see in nature, these are unprocessed goods such as wheat, corn, fruits, vegetable, fish, etc. So we gave the example as for these beautiful Google headquarters, you know, their offices they have. Then we might guess, of course, that they buy raw materials to offer these fruits, vegetables, cereals, etc. That they are there in nature unprocessed. Number, what was it? 4. Component parts. The component parts are, oh my goodness, my hair is standing here. Look at it. It has static. Not here, just here. Okay. Component parts. Either finished items that are ready for assembly or products that need very little processing before becoming part of another product. So in the component parts, we discussed these Google glasses that may have component parts. Oh my goodness, someone is ringing the bell in my house. Sorry for this interruption. Let me get the bell. Can I? Because I'm alone and no one can get it. Just 30 seconds. Sorry. Those are home office issues. My husband just got to my house and I locked the door so he couldn't come in. The door doesn't lock from both ways. You can say hi.
Hi.
Okay, bye. So let us continue. Sorry, that was super uncomfortable. Okay, so here, component parts. We saw the Google Glass component parts that they might have to sell in case someone breaks the Google Glass, right? Um, okay, next one. Process materials. This was number 6, is it? I think so. 5 or 6. Products used directly in manufacturing other products. Okay. These process materials we considered in the Google example, maybe many colorful fabric, to build this beautiful. Did you see the furniture they have? They have the best offices in the world. Interesting. Arua, I read it. You can eliminate it, but I read it. What else? That was processed materials. And then we had supplies. This is number 6 to 20. Supplies. This is consumable items that do not become part of the final product. And supplies, we have the same supplies here at home or in the office. Supplies are things that we don't build other things from it. We just use them, consume them, and spend them, like cleaning supplies. And last one, number 7, the business services. Business often retain outside providers to perform advertising, legal, consulting, maintenance, and other services. Usually, we could have these business services that we pay for, like for us, or we can offer business services. In my example, I put the services that Google offers, that we have the G Suite services that are for businesses, or the Google Classrooms that I'm sure that many of your friends are using it right now to have school lessons, right? Do you know any school that has Google Classroom that they're using? Do you have it? No, you're not supposed to copy this because you were, we did it last class. It's just fine. Perfectly fine. Do you know someone or a school that is using Google Classroom? Do you talk about these issues, or am I the only one that talks about this? Okay. Good. So that was it. That was what we did in the Einstein. Good, good, good. That's our client. Did you know that? They are our clients in the agency. We did the logo. My husband did the logo of the Einstein School. Lumen. Yeah, Lumen. The Lumen told me to. I have friends in the Lumen that are your age. No, they are seniors. Okay, so this was the content that we have done so far, and the Conta pues teacher. What do you want to know? Joaquin Campo Alto. Campo Alto. Yes, I heard about, there was a mom in the Campo Alto that was my student in the university, and she told me they needed some help with that. Okay. Good, good, good. Interesting. So let us start with today's topic. Stories about, yeah, I have many stories. And today we're gonna have a story, which is, ta-da! That's my business, an anecdote that I will try to connect to the content. Now I do want you to find your marketing notebooks, your pens, your pencils, your beautiful colors, or whatever you want to use for class. Grab it right now because you will have to copy. I will tell you an example that happens every single time. This is a business purchase, okay? It's, our agency. We usually fight against each other whenever it comes the time in the month that we have to pay for the Dolce Gusto capsules, okay? We have to buy these little things, and everyone is fighting for the flavors because we buy around 150 coffees every 2 weeks or 3 weeks. So it's crazy. And everyone's like, yo quiero, you know? Me personally, I don't know if you've tried this. Do you have it at home? Yes, no? You tell me. But I love the ones that are Nescau. That is for me, because I love coffee, but I don't like this Dolce Gusto. I could have the café con leche, the café au lait. I don't know how you say that. But every time we have to buy this, there's a huge fight. Because I want Nescau, and we're like 2 or 3 that wants Nescau. There are others that want Lungo or the other espresso or whatever flavor. So it's a huge fight. And in a business, in any business, you would have more or less people involved. I'm just gonna switch this so you can start copying. You can copy the whole part, okay? So today's date, May the 7th. Can you believe it already? We're getting to the half of a year. We're getting to winter break. Okay. Who knows how we will finish this year? I just hope we stay safe. So please copy this. As I was saying, just like it says there, as in family purchase decisions, just like we decide in our families, several people may play a role in the business purchase process. Okay? I'm gonna cough. Sorry. I don't know how to cover this. I think I need water. Didn't bring my water. Okay. Are we going to have a winter break? Who knows? I have no clue. I think we deserve a winter break, number one. Number two, I'm not sure if we're gonna have it full, like 2 weeks, or 1 week, or 3 days, or what's gonna happen with our lives. Okay, roles in a buying center. Have you ever heard that one of your parents maybe buy items for businesses? Do you have maybe an older brother or sister, or your parents that work in the departamento de compras? Okay, it's sort of what we're going to explain today, business buying center. Okay, who is that? Paco Gerlo. Oh my goodness, that was a great joke. Everyone's gonna laugh. Ah, yeah. My goodness. Who was it? You introduce yourself right now. And the last one that laughed like Brazilian, you can introduce yourself please too, because I'm gonna start writing the presents and absences here. So you better tell me who's the funny clown in the class. Okay, Ivan, good. And who was the other one? Oh my goodness. I seriously thought, like, from the bottom of my heart, that you would be grown-ups. Seriously. Second course already. I would definitely expect this from a first course group. Like, true. Okay. Who is it? I'm gonna guess who this is. Is this Nico Figueredo? The clown one? You better say it now. It's like the oldest joke in the world. Seriously. You can say it now or we can have some issues. You tell me right now. And then we have... Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm gonna find it out and you're gonna be in trouble. Okay, we'll continue. Did you finish copying? Yes. So number one, we have the initiator. Are you with me? I need you to focus. I need you to leave the chat. Oh my goodness. Okay, good, Nico. My idol would have fallen if it were you. The thing is, I saw it had a green icon there, and you're the only one that has it. Joaquin, was it you? I'm guessing it was Joaquin. I don't know why. Could be. Okay. Let us focus. Please. With me. Now. Okay? Focus. Focus. Leave the chat. No more seriously, because I prepared myself for this awesome, beautiful class, and I wouldn't like you to continue losing my time and your classmates' time. Okay? When you finish this, you're gonna send it to the tareas. Okay? So let us continue. So the first one, the first person that could be in a buying center, and we're focusing here in Departamento de Compras, or in the purchasing action. Okay? As you may know, whenever we are buying something in a business, it's not just one person deciding. Okay? So we're going to introduce all the members that could be involved in this. Okay? Number one. Just leave it, Nico. It's okay. Number one, initiator, the person who first suggests making a purchase. Usually, and let me come down to the example that I mentioned. Number one, it will be the first person that says, we need more coffee, or we've run out of the Dolce Gusto thingies, okay? So that person would be the initiator. Number two, and from now on, or letter B, from now on, I just want you to copy what is highlighted in light blue, okay? Because it's long, and I'm a super good teacher that I even think about you in this situation, so you don't have to copy as much as you could. Not like you guys who don't think of me and you just want to laugh in class. Okay. Influencers or evaluators. B. Influencers or evaluators. People who influence the buying decision. People who influence the buying decision. They often help define specifications. They often help define specifications and provide information. They often help define specifications and provide information. I have a friend who worked in Chacomer, and he was in charge of the international purchases. He would be in contact with people in China, in Germany and stuff, and he would do the orders of the products that were going to be resold here in Paraguay. So this is a huge, great position. He used to have some other people who would be evaluators or influencers that are technical personnel that help him to make the decision, because he would decide it, but he would be influenced by technical people who know what to buy in Germany or what to buy in China. Okay, you get it? Influencers. We're dismissing this idea of influencers like Instagrammers or YouTubers and stuff. Okay, these are influencers in a real buying situation in a business. Gap idea here that is pretty interesting, that these purchase departments in businesses do have a lot of responsibility because they have the budget. They have this, okay? They decide for the company. So they are spending the money of the company or the business organization, wherever they're working for. And they have to be super loyal, they have to be super ethical, because these are the gaps where we hear these stories about they bought these face masks for like huge prices and stuff. Usually the people who are in the business buying center have to be super ethical to decide what is good for a company. So that will be B. Okay, influencers. Number 3, or C, gatekeepers. Do you know what a gatekeeper is? You know what gates are? Gates are what you would have if you go to a estancia or in your house when you have to enter. Okay, that's a gate. Same thing is like a word that is different. Okay, keeper, the people who regulate the flow of information. In this case, hi Maria. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. And start copying from here. Okay, we have a little, maybe you can leave like at most 10 lines that will occupy this. Okay, at most it will be 10 lines, so you just copy from here. Okay, so gatekeepers, we are, Maria, just for you to know, we are diving into a business buying situation where we are buying stuff from other businesses, B2B situations where we have to buy. And there are people who are involved in the purchase situation, and we're explaining each people. This is the third one. Oh my goodness, well done. Okay, so the gatekeepers, they are group members who regulate the flow of information. Frequently, purchasing agent views the gatekeeping role as a source of his or her power. Why? Here we could have someone that could say, yes, I want more information, or no, stop giving me information. Why? Imagine that your position, not in like buying coffee for a place, but you're buying, I don't know, you're working for Automotor and you have to buy tires. Okay? So how many tires would you buy? Like a massive amount of tires. So in that case, you need a gatekeeper. A gatekeeper is someone that regulates information. So you're gonna have a huge call and you're gonna say, hey everyone, all the Chinese producers of tires, we're gonna buy tires in Automotor. Send me your files, send me your prices and the technical description of the tires you're offering. So maybe 100,000 Chinese were gonna have to send us information. So the gatekeeper is super important role too. They say, stop, don't send me more budget. Stop, we finished receiving the technical descriptions. Or it's the person that says, I want more, I don't want anymore. So it's very, very important. So here, a secretary may also act as a gatekeeper by determining which vendors get an appointment with a buyer and stuff like that. Okay? Get it? Crystal clear? Yes. Good. Let's move. And Maria, something that I said, the only thing we're going to copy is what is highlighted in light blue. D, the decider. Thank you, Giovanni. The decider, the person who has the formal or informal power to choose or approve the selection of a supplier or a brand. Giovanni, I said that already. I'm going to send you a link so you can upload it there. Okay? It will be through tareas. Everything that you hand in from now on, it will be through tareas. Okay? Decider then. Decider. The person who has the formal or informal power the person who has the formal or informal power to choose or approve the selection of the supplier or brand. the selection of the supplier or the brand. Good. So this makes sense. Someone who decides. As simple as that. My friend would be that decider in Chacomer, in the story I told you. In our business, in the case of the coffee, it will be a girl named Belen. Belen, she's the decider. Okay? Then we have E. E or 5. Purchaser is the person who actually negotiates the purchase. The person who actually negotiates the purchase. In the case of businesses, you can negotiate so many aspects. Like I told you before in another occasion, in a B2B situation, you can negotiate the due date, you can negotiate price, you can negotiate sizes of stuff, you can negotiate colors, you can negotiate many aspects that you usually cannot negotiate in a consumer buying situation unless you're buying something that is personalized. Personalized. Okay? So it's very important that the person who, in this case, is the purchaser, has a very good negotiating skills. Yeah, negotiating skills. Because they have to come back and forth with the seller. Number 6 or F, users. Members of the organization, members of the organization who actually use the product. Members of the organization who actually use the product. Which in as I told you before, we all fight against each other, so we are influencing the decision, and we are also the users because we drink the coffee. Okay? Does it make sense? Finish copying? Yes. Good. So users, members of the organization who actually use the product. Last thing, before we do an exercise together, I created, can you put E please? Yeah, purchaser. What happened, Arua? Did you go somewhere? Okay. Please remember each of these, because I'm going to give you an exercise for you to do it by yourself in the Teams app, and I want you to do it super good. I'm trying to explain as much as possible, so you do it by yourself. I feel sorry for it. Sorry, Arua. Okay. Good. So the F, the users. The people who actually use the product. And those are all the members that could happen in a business buying situation. It is very, very, very important that in this, oh my goodness. So he has to do some exercise, Ardua. It happened to my friend's dog that he would do exercise. So in the case of what I was saying is, it's very, very important that besides this buying center that we have with many people and many descriptions like of their functions, we also have something called buying situations. Okay? The buying situations, and there are 3 buying situations which I want you to copy right now. Okay? Business buying situations. Sad. Whoa, that's super fat. Okay, business buying situation. If a firm does decide to buy a product, the purchase will be. Okay, please copy. If a firm does decide to buy a product, the purchase will be a new buy, modified rebuy, or straight rebuy. New buy, modified rebuy, straight rebuy. And listen to this carefully, because I'm going to explain it once and you're not going to copy the description. So with the information that you receive from my mouth, then you will have to do the exercise. So listen carefully. In a buying situation, usually you would buy frequent purchases. Okay? The first time we bought the Dolce Gusto machine, we would do a new buy of the little coffee cups. Okay? That's a new buy. Makes sense. Modified rebuy is when you're gonna buy from the same supplier again, but you're gonna change something regarding to the how do you call this? It's not the offer. Order. You're gonna change something in the order. So when you're gonna order to buy from the same supplier, but you're gonna switch something in the order, it will be a modified rebuy. Usually, every single time we buy this different cups, we do a modified rebuy. We never call them to have a straight delivery. And that will be the third one. A straight rebuy is literally picking your cell phone or your whatever, with the way you communicate with the supplier, and you tell them, I need the same thing that I ordered last time. Okay? Do you have this? Do you do this in Pedidos Ya or Monchis or something? A straight rebuy, like you order the very same thing you ordered before. Okay, that is a straight rebuy. New buy, new thing for the first time. Or if you're used to buying, let's say I usually buy my Nestlé cups from a supermarket and then I switch and I buy from another supermarket, then I will do a new buy because I'm dealing with someone new. Modified rebuy, you modify something in the same order for the same supplier. And straight rebuy, you call them and you do the exact same order. Is it clear? Did you understand these concepts? Did you all get it? Did I explain myself? Yes? No? Please answer, everyone. I want to read you. Okay, good. So I'm gonna show you the exercise that we have to do. I want you to, thank you. Very good. I want you to complete a questionnaire that I created in the Teams Tareas. You can go and find it right now. Open your Teams app, find the lesson that you have to do. If you need your book help, you can use it, and those are the pages that you can visit. If you don't have your book, then you can just read your description, so you just copy or remember what I just explained. Okay? You will have straight rebuy, Marce, no problem. The straight rebuy is you call the supplier and you order the very exact same purchase you just did before. So when you are, if I'm doing the example of Chacomer, my friend would buy, what could they buy in Chacomer? They buy bicycles. So he would call the supplier and say, remember our purchase last time? We did 3,000 bicycles. Okay, I want the exact same order. That is a straight rebuy. Get it? If the call was, I want the 3,000 bicycles, but I want you to change the color because I need half and half, girls' colors and boys' colors, so that would be the difference. Okay? Where is the work? You can go to Tareas. If you visit Tareas, there you can find the exercise. If not, I think there's a link here. Let me just copy it. Let me see if you can open it here. I just hate the links that are super long. There it is. Let me read the case with you. Are you there? Let me know when you opened it. Can you check, Ivan, in that link that I just sent? Let me check in the app again. Arua and Ivan, can you check the link I just sent here through the chat? Let me know if you open it and if it's okay. For this exercise, you will have 25 minutes until the end of the class. Maybe 2 or 3 minutes before, I'll call you out here so you can, so we can finish. Let me check. My Teams app is opening. Okay. Yeah, I configured it so that it appeared right now in the class. So maybe something happened and it didn't schedule the publication. Okay. If you all can get into this link that there's that it appears there, and start answering. Let me read the case with you. So everything is clear and you don't ask me like, teacher, a million times. So business buying center. This is a case I invented for Burger King. It says, read the following situation carefully and answer the given questions. Your work for Burger King located on Mariscal Lopez Street. Okay, you are working currently there. You know Mariscal Lopez Burger King? Yes, you know it. Good. So you are the cashier. Imagine this situation. You are the cashier that handles the payments of the customers' orders. A buying situation appears in the business. Some personnel in the kitchen has informed that Burger King has run out of French fries boxes. Imagine that. Oh my goodness. You're the cashier, someone in the kitchen says this. Over the past weeks, several customers complained saying that there is a functional issue with the French fries boxes. Every time they grab their box, the bottom part breaks and all the content falls all over the place. Some of the claims this week were, if it wasn't for the tray, I would have lost all my food. This is a mess. We pay a lot to get this cheap box that breaks all the time. No wonder why my children prefer McDonald's. Okay, these are all comments that other people said. So, number one, now you have just written down the needs for the purchase to send it to your boss. See the image below. So check the image there. This is something that you wrote. And it says the needs, you need the item. French fry boxes, the size, you need large size. Material, it will be a carton with Burger King's label. It will be 25,000 units that you need because you heard that Shopping Mariscal and Shopping Villamorra need these new boxes too. Okay. And the suppliers are supplier 1, 2, 3. The usual supplier is Yaguarete. Okay? And those are the phone numbers and all. So, who are the people involved? The question number one is, who are the people involved in Burger King's buying center? Mention the reason why and invent if the person isn't mentioned in the story. You gotta stick to the case that I just read. So if you would, maybe you can copy the number one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want you to copy that and enter your answer. Clear? Let me see. Okay. Did you understand until now? Yes? Perfect. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you explain who is the initiator. It will be blah, 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 because blah, blah, blah. The influencer will be fulanito because blah, blah, blah. Okay? You say that. Number 2, which of the 3 buying situations do you think should be applied given the circumstances? Would it be a new buy, a modified rebuy, or a straight rebuy? And number 3, you tell me why. That's it. Any questions? Is it clear? Super easy? Okay. I'm trying to tell because I'm a little lost because Okay. Do you have your book, Maria? Maybe you can read it. And there's the page that I explained. You do not need to copy. What I mentioned, Ines, is because you have to explain number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the exercise 1, then you can just copy what appears there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, instead of copying number 1, initiator, 2, influencer, 3, purchaser. Do you know what I mean? Just to save a little time. You don't need to copy anything in your notebook anymore. Any more questions? Yes, no? Okay. So I'll leave you a couple of minutes so you can finish this and then we comment at the end. I will leave you with some nice music. Arua, you're asking about the business. Why year? It was year 2010. Because we started the company by calling ourselves Grupo Buena Idea. It was called Grupo Buena Idea and it was the 2 of us, my husband and I. And then we just decided, no, we gotta change the name. Let's do a catchy name that everyone could talk about it. Like it will be something like an expression that many people say. So we just say yeah, or we thought about many like phrases that could be catchy, and then we just say with yeah. It isn't like a super romantic or funny story. It's just. But it has been very good because many people remember the name. Teacher, the name of my sister in a questionnaire doesn't any change. What? Really? Okay, doesn't matter. That's weird. I'm gonna have to tell the IT people. Good, good, good. Thank you, Koti. What page, Mrs.? If you want to check it, it's over here. Here it is. Page 247 and 249. Ah, Marce, Mrs., I didn't understand. Did they change the boxes? Well, I'm asking to your opinion. That's the situation. It's a case. So you better say what happened and why. Why do you think that could happen? Juliano, I'm not gonna even follow that comment. Okay, how are you doing? You tell me. Are you finishing? Okay. I'm looking that. I received 2 responses so far. Are you finishing? Yes, Maria. What is your question? Marce, Mrs. I don't understand who the gatekeeper would be in this situation. Well, I didn't mention the gatekeeper for you to explain, so you don't need to explain it there. I didn't mention it, and I didn't want you to be confused, so I just eliminated that topic. Oh my goodness, Panambi, seriously? Did you pay attention to my explanations? Because you should do it like in 13, 15 minutes at most. I'm still in exercise number 1. Oh my goodness. Oh, Arua, what did you do? I'm sorry. You're not that. Stop saying that. Okay. Good. So let us do this. It's time already. So I want you to, I'm going to leave you until the end of this weekend. I'm not sure if I should leave it until the end of the weekend. Maybe today. But I'm going to let you today remember to take a picture of your lesson, upload it to the Teams platform, whatever you copied here, okay? If you're still in exercise 1, okay. So let me, by the way, Maria, I'm reading full Spanish sentences there. You shouldn't speak in Spanish. So what I'm gonna say is I'm gonna let you complete these Microsoft forms until the end of this Sunday. Okay? Maybe if you have fresh in your mind, you should do it today. But I'm gonna let it until Sunday. For the 2 people who handed in, that's perfectly fine. And remember to upload it to the Teams platform, okay? Because we have to finish right now. What time is it? Oh, you still have 5 more minutes. I'm speaking. Well, let's see whoever finishes, okay? And then we will continue. I'll let you a couple of minutes before we have like the final closure of the class. 4 responses already. See, you can do it. Let me see the responses. I like the answers. In these scenarios where I Joaquin, how could this be impossible? Not at all. At all. It's not impossible. And you're lucky that I didn't include this in your exam, because this used to be an exam exercise that I invented. So I'm giving you as a classwork, so you're sort of like filtering any failures in the exam right now. Yes, Luis, you can do it. Come on, Joaquin, you can do it. That's so great, Mr. Ortega. Encouraging your classmates. That's awesome. Oh my goodness, my clown students. You know, I miss you so much. Seriously, I can't even say it. Ivan, let me see. I had 4 answers. I have Nico Figueredos, Luis Ortega, Ivan Dish, yes, and Agos. Seriously, I miss you so much. It's super funny. It's super funny. I no, it breaks my heart not to be able to see you and just read you, or you know. Okay, 2 minutes already. I have one last question. I will let you continue until you finish on until Sunday. Okay, I will leave the open form. You just let me know if you have any questions too. Something very important, and I want to know for us to finish. And I want every single person in this class to answer to this question. If we're thinking right now, if we're thinking about Burger King, and Burger King has to do has to answer to this question: what is Burger King? Is Burger King a producer, a reseller, government, or institution? Remember the 4 types of business customers we could have. In this case, they are buying from another business, the cardboard industry. And what are they? If you could tell me, type it in the chat. Is Burger King a producer, a reseller, government, or institution? In this case. Joaquin, as a matter of fact, I prefer McDonald's, like way better than Burger King, but producer, reseller, government, or institution? Oh, come on, Giovanni. I know that, but I want you to answer to this question. In this particular case, the case I'm presenting, are they producers or resellers? I don't like lomilitos. There's an issue there again. I don't like lomilitos. I prefer 100%. I prefer mostacho over lomilitos. Way better. No one's gonna answer my question. Is Burger King a producer or a reseller? Time's up already. You tell me and then I say goodbye. No? Seriously, Coti, come on. Okay, reseller there. Reseller, producer. Raul says, producer, Georgie, reseller. Oh, Raul, come on. I wanna punch you. Okay, Tiana. Okay, good. Before we go and I say goodbye right now, and I'm gonna answer to that question in the future class. I have missed Tiago, Marty, Enzo Gonzalez, and Artemio. They're not here, right? Because I'm gonna put an absence in today's class. Not here. Okay, not here. Good. So, thank you very much for being here. I'm gonna answer to that question next class. I appreciate your presence. As you know, I miss you a lot and I hope you miss me too. Have a very good weekend tomorrow and the days to come. Remember to answer to these Google Forms. Not Google Forms, Microsoft Forms. And I'll see you. Oh, Tiago, good, you're here. Good. So thank you for everything. You stay home, you stay safe. Miss you. Bye. Enjoy.